Chapter 10. Pronouns. Pronouns. Words which are used in place of nouns are called pronouns. For example, Anuja was wearing a red sari. She had bought it from Bengaluru. In these sentences, she stands for Anuja and it stands for sari. The words she and it are pronouns. If we do not use pronouns, we shall have to mention the nouns again and again, and our sentences will look very awkward. Without pronouns, we would have said, Anuja was wearing a red sari. Anuja had bought the sari from Bengaluru. Don't you think that these sentences appear to be awkward? B kinds of pronouns. The diagram given below is showing the main kinds of pronouns. Pronouns: personal, demonstrative, interrogative, reflexive, emphasizing, possessive, relative. Personal pronouns. A pronoun that stands for a person or a thing is called a personal pronouns. There are three persons: first person, second person, and the third person. First person, the person as speaking. Second person, the person as spoken to. Third person, the person as spoken about. If I speak to you about Rohan, I am the first person, you are the second person, and Rohan is the third person. The various forms of personal pronouns have been given on the next page. Singular, plural. First person, I, me, mine, we, us, ours, used for both masculine and feminine. Second person, you, yours, used for both masculine and feminine. Third person, he, him, his, masculine, he, him, his, masculine, used for masculine, feminine, and neuter. She, her, hers, feminine she, her, hers, feminine gender. It, neuter. The noun that is replaced by a pronoun is called the antecedent of the pronoun. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent in its number, gender, etc. You should talk to Sanjita, she needs your help. Both Sanjita and she singular number, feminine gender. You should talk to these people, they need your help. Note I, you, he, she, it, and they act as the subject of a verb. Me, you, him, her, it, and them act as the object of a verb. I believe him. Subject, object. You and it can act both as the subject and the object of a verb. You did not attend the computer class yesterday. Subject, our computer teacher was asking you. Object. The personal pronoun, it. 1. The personal pronoun it is used to refer to an animal, a thing or a child. The fox is a wild animal, it is very cunning. 2. It is often used as an empty or meaningless subject, with expressions that refer to time, weather, temperature, or distance. It is 10 o'clock. It rained heavily last evening. It used for an animal, a thing, or a child used as an empty subject. Demonstrative pronouns. A demonstrative pronoun is used to point out the object or objects which it refers to. For example, this is a hen. These are hens. That is a duck. Those are ducks. This, that, these and those are demonstrative pronouns. This and that may sometimes refer to the whole of what is said earlier. Mrs. Gupta scolded Kamini in the presence of her friends. Kamini did not like that. That equal sign Mrs. Gupta scolding Kamini in the presence of her friends. Demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives. The demonstrative pronouns, such as this, that, these and those, can also be used as demonstrative adjectives. For example, this is my umbrella. This stands for the noun umbrella, therefore it is a pronoun. This desk is mine. This qualifies the noun desk, therefore it is an adjective. These are woolen socks, demonstrative pronoun. These socks are woolen, demonstrative adjective. We should remember that an adjective is usually placed just before the noun it qualifies. A pronoun replaces a noun. Interrogative pronouns. An interrogative pronoun is used to ask a question. For example, who is your father? Who is absent today? Which is your car? Interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjectives. Words like what and which can be used both as interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjectives. Look at these examples. Which is your favorite color? Interrogative pronoun. What color do you like the most? Interrogative adjective. Which is the mail train? Interrogative pronoun. Which bus is late? Interrogative adjective. Irreflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are formed by adding self to my, your, him, her. In the plural form, selves is added to our, your and them. These are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. For example, I blamed myself. A reflexive pronoun can also be the object of a preposition. For example, my aunt lives by herself. The various forms of reflexive pronouns. Pronouns are given below. Singular, plural. Personal, reflexive. Personal, reflexive. First person I, myself, we, ourselves. Second person you, yourself, you, yourself. Third person he, himself. She, herself. They, themselves. It, itself. Emphasizing pronouns. A pronoun used to convey emphasis is called an emphasizing pronoun. For example, Mrs. Puri herself went to buy the ticket. You yourself asked for money. K. Reflexive pronouns and emphasizing pronouns. We notice that reflexive pronouns and emphasizing pronouns are identical in form. How do we find out whether a pronoun has been used as a reflexive pronoun or as an emphasizing pronoun? We should try to understand its function. A reflexive pronoun answers the question, whom, an emphasizing pronoun, hence emphasis. Blamed myself for my failure. Blamed whom? Myself. So the word myself has been used as a reflexive pronoun. Ajay, are you sure the door was locked? Anu, I myself locked it. Nobody else, only / locked the door, so I know it was locked. Here the word myself has been used as an emphasizing pronoun. L. Possessive pronouns. A pronoun that shows possession is called a possessive pronoun. We already know what possessive adjectives are. Read these sentences. This is not my umbrella. Mine is new. In the first sentence, my is used as a possessive adjective. In the second sentence, the word mine stands for my umbrella, so it is used as a pronoun. Like most adjectives, a possessive adjective is placed before a noun. A possessive pronoun is used in place of a noun. The various forms of possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns are given below. Singular, plural, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns. First person my, mine, our, ours. Second person your, yours, your, yours. Third person his, their, theirs. Her, hers, its. Relative pronouns. A relative pronoun relates a noun to a group of words that follow. Look at these sentences. This is the newspaper which published this news. This is the man who painted this room. Here are the colors that you wanted. In these sentences, the words which, who, and that have been used as relative pronouns. They relate a noun to the group of words that follow the noun. The newspaper which published this news. The man who painted this room. The colors that you wanted. The noun to which a relative pronoun refers back is called its antecedent. The word man is the antecedent of the relative pronoun, who. Similarly, the words newspaper and colors are the antecedents of the relative pronouns, which and that respectively. As a rule, we use who with people, the man who, and which with things, the newspaper which. That can be used both with people and things. Joining sentences with relative pronouns. We can use relative pronouns to join sentences. Look at these examples. 1. I saw a man. He was riding a horse. I saw a man who was riding a horse. 2. This is the cricketer. The government has awarded him with Arjuna Award. This is the cricketer, whom the government has awarded the Arjuna Award. 3. Dr. Radhakrishnan was the second president of India. He was a great scholar. Dr. Radhakrishnan, who was the second president of India, was a great scholar. 4. The train has already left. We wanted to catch it. The train which we wanted to catch has already left. 5. These people need our help. They lost their houses in the earthquake. These people who lost their houses in the earthquake need our help.